Today's episode covers 5 big stories shaping cars and mobility: Tesla adopting Apple CarPlay, Hyundai pushing ultra-fast 400-kilowatt charging, California's plan to ban gas cars by 2035, a warning from Ford's UK leadership about higher EV taxes, and Waymo expanding its robotaxi service to 20 cities. Welcome back to Autonews Daily. I'm Leah Morgan. Let's dive into today's headlines. First up, Tesla is moving to integrate Apple CarPlay into its vehicles. For years, Tesla drivers have accepted a proprietary in-vehicle experience, but this move signals a shift toward greater compatibility with popular smartphone ecosystems. Integrating Apple CarPlay will give iPhone users familiar navigation, messaging, and audio apps directly through Tesla's large screens, which could change the in-car user experience for many owners and help Tesla appeal to drivers who prioritize connectivity and a seamless phone-to-car handoff. This is more than a convenience tweak. Offering CarPlay aligns Tesla with what many other automakers already provide, and it may raise expectations around software openness and third-party app support across the industry. For developers and app makers, a standardized platform inside the car lowers friction for building features that drivers want to use while mobile. For Tesla, the decision could be a way to broaden its market reach and reduce friction for new customers who expect automotive infotainment to mirror their phone experience. It may also change how owners perceive Tesla's screen as either an exclusive ecosystem or a neutral hub that works with their existing digital lives. Moving on, Hyundai says it can support EV charging at up to 400 kilowatts in minutes, an advancement that could reshape how drivers think about charging stops. Higher power charging reduces the time it takes to replenish battery charge, bringing EV refueling time closer to the experience of a gasoline fill-up for many trips. If vehicles and chargers can reliably deliver and accept that level of power without damaging batteries or creating excessive cost, the convenience barrier for EV adoption begins to come down. There are several implications to watch. One is the infrastructure side. Chargers capable of 400 kWh need robust grid connections and careful site planning to handle peak loads, so deployment will require investment and regulatory cooperation. Another is battery chemistry and thermal management. Charging that fast demands sophisticated cooling and battery controls to preserve longevity. Finally, this kind of capability affects consumer behavior. Shorter stops make long-distance travel with EVs more practical, which matters both for buyer confidence and for fleet operators. Hyundai's announcement pushes the industry conversation toward faster, more usable charging, but real-world rollout will depend on charger availability, vehicle compatibility, and cost considerations. Next, California is moving ahead with plans to ban the sale of new gasoline-powered cars by 2035. That timetable represents a clear, long-range policy commitment to electrification and will shape planning for automakers, suppliers, and infrastructure providers. Manufacturers selling into California's market will increasingly prioritize EV portfolios and production capacity to meet regulatory and market demand, and other states and countries often look to California as a bellwether for regulatory direction. The policy has ripple effects across the supply chain. Greater EV adoption requires expanded charging networks, more minerals and battery manufacturing, and workforce changes in dealerships, repair shops, and factories. Consumers will contend with questions about used vehicle values, charging access in denser neighborhoods, and the pace at which public charging infrastructure is built out. There will also be economic and political debates about how to ensure a fair transition for workers and communities dependent on internal combustion engine vehicle production. While 2035 gives industry time to adapt, the announcement intensifies the urgency of planning for a largely electrified vehicle fleet and the systems that support it. Shifting to Europe, the head of Ford's UK operations has publicly warned against raising taxes on electric vehicles, highlighting a tension that many governments are grappling with as they balance short-term revenue needs and long-term decarbonization goals. Higher EV taxes can slow adoption by increasing total ownership costs or by signaling that policy support is waning, and industry leaders argue that predictable, supportive policy frameworks are essential for sustained investment in electrified manufacturing and infrastructure. From an industry perspective, predictable incentives and tax structures influence where companies place factories, how they price models, and how quickly they transition product lines. Consumers, meanwhile, respond to total cost of ownership. If taxes or fees undermine the economic case for EVs, adoption could stall. The warning from Ford's UK leadership is a reminder that policy design matters. Abrupt or poorly signaled changes risk disrupting an investment wave that many automakers are counting on. Keeping incentives aligned with long-term climate targets while addressing fiscal realities will be a delicate balancing act for policymakers. If you find this coverage useful, please like and subscribe. It helps us keep bringing the latest automotive news to you. Finally, Waymo has expanded its robotaxi service into 20 cities, a milestone for autonomous mobility and a sign that scaled deployments are accelerating. Growing from limited pilot zones to multiple urban areas demonstrates confidence in the underlying technology and operations, and it provides more data across diverse driving environments, which is critical to improving safety and reliability. Each new city adds unique traffic patterns, regulatory contexts, and rider expectations, giving Waymo more real-world experience to refine its vehicle software, fleet management, and rider interfaces. The expansion matters for urban mobility because it helps normalize autonomous ride services as an option for people who may not own cars, cannot drive, or prefer not to. It also raises questions about how autonomous fleets will integrate with public transit, curb management, and local traffic flows. From a competitive standpoint, larger deployments put pressure on other companies working on robotaxis to accelerate productization and regulatory engagement. For cities, the arrival of more robotaxi operations requires planning around curbside access, data sharing, and workforce impacts for drivers. Overall, Waymo's growth to 20 cities is a clear signal that autonomous ride services are moving from experimental to operational at a larger scale, and the coming months will be telling as ridership, reliability, and regulatory frameworks evolve. Thanks for listening, and see you tomorrow.